This is the coolest job ever.
Yeah, here we go. It's gonna be one fun ride. In 1972.
New adventure. There were some things that had to stay the same, right? Something had to go over that wall. David Durango goes over for something altogether different because he loves the girl.
They're bringing in girls into the story. That's really good.
There's boys versus girls. Excuse me?
The director is so nice. He is so hilarious. I have this phrase in everything. If there's something awesome or something, I always say cool beans. And the first time the director heard that, he was like, what? What did you say? He was like, did you say cool beans? I was like, yeah. So now I got the director saying cool beans if it's like a good shot or something. Because, oh, that's cool beans.
It's such an honor because he's done the first Sandlot, which was a really great movie that I really enjoyed, and he did Radio Flyer, which is a really good movie.
If we do a line wrong, then he's like, okay, this time let's do it good.
Good. See that? My hands are clean.
Oh, that's something.
Mr. Myrtle is really that anchor for the mythology of the monster.
I'm what anchors him to reality, and I'm just an old guy who's blind.
How incredible is that guy? He comes in, he is who he is, and he's just perfect.
All I can count for is I have a big dog, and the dog is imagined as a monster, and that's really what attracted me to the script. How vast is a young person's imagination?
Mean old man that raised up dogs to eat kids. You believe that nonsense?
It's amazing. Like, this is my first movie, and then there's this big star. James Earl Jones comes, and I'm just like, whoa.
Steve Garvey had Steve Garvey in this movie. How great's that? God, I grew up going to his games and watching him. Oh, the early 70 Dodgers were just, and there he was. I couldn't believe it. He looks exactly the same as he did in 72. How do you figure that?
Oh, just tremendous acting talent, but I just had to play baseball. I mean, Harrison Ford and I could have been parallel, or Costner with all his movies. And something like this is kind of a natural for a guy from my era to play the coach in it.
Right here's the pool where me, Tarkel, Max, and Brett all fell over. We were chasing after Johnny and we fell over into the water, which we didn't know the pool was there. It was a lot of fun. This is the patio where we spent a lot of our time thinking about how we're gonna get the shuttle back. Over here is where we dug a huge hole trying to go underground over to Mr. Myrtle's backyard. And then the dog chases Mac back up, so we had to put this down to hold the dog from getting up to us. And the dog breaks that. Over there is Haley's dad's workshop, where he made the shuttle that Johnny stole and took over there and launched. Cool thing about this, that if you look, there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locks on this door. And over here is the Sandlot. Right now they're in the process of taking down the wall, which was this huge junk wall. It was made of refrigerators, washers, dryers. Over there is the dugout that the girls had Johnny make all pink and orange and girly, which none of us liked. And that right there is the shuttle that Johnny set off when he wasn't supposed to. Like over here is Mr. Myrtle's backyard where the Great Fear lives. And if you look up, that's where we had the cat come over the fence and come down. And when the cat was over here, the Great Fear scared it so much that all its hair flew off of it. And it came back and it was a bald cat. And if you look right there, that's the hole that we sent toys down there to come and get our rocket, which is right over here. And this is big anchor that they use to keep the dog held down for all the bones from the dog eating. And they used to have a chain coming out through here that they had colored. It was actually a plastic chain, but they colored it so it looked like it was real metal. And if you look down in there, there's a black tarp, so you can go through under the house. If you go up here, that's where Mr. Myrtle is. It's locked. Nope, can't get in there. We'll try to go around the house. If you look, Mr. Myrtle's house is fake. There's a big tree right behind it. Look in there. Movie magic. Everything is fake.
The dog is an English Mastiff.
It's like this mutated, insane Bigfoot dog.
I met the dog who plays it, and the dog is really, really big. Like, I went past a trailer one time where the dog stays, and it was sleeping and it was snoring. It sounded like a bear inside the trailer.
My son's in the picture.
Hi. We're shooting the scene at the Little League field where Mac and Singleton, where they, mouthed off to each other.
You guys bring your sisters to watch some real ball players?
Shut your mouth, Singleton.
Actually, they're here to watch me wipe home plate with that mop you cut your hair. Yeah, this is all I wear. I'm actually like really dirty. And I'm about to get dirtier because they're gonna like splash me with mud. The dog runs by and we freak out, and then the rest of the team runs by and we get splashed with mud.
He has the PF Flyers, which Benny had in the original one, when he takes those out of the box. But in this one, he takes out the Nikes, the Waffle Soul trainers, which are supposed to be the greatest then.
When we first got here, we all found out that there's a way to climb up it, because in the movie David has to. So we came here, and if you jump on the back of the car, walk up the refrigerator, stand on the oven that's been opened, get up on top of there, climb on top of the other oven, then you can just hop over top of the wall.
Oh, they're about to pull down the wall with the big pickup truck over there.
Oh yeah, we ride bikes a lot in this movie, and my bike is so cool because my brother is always with me, so he was side hack on the car that's been like stuck on there. Has carpet in it, has a bag for everything back here. It's just the coolest bike. Yeah, he just sits here like a little king, doesn't do anything.
I think it's fun, of course, to ride on it. It's pretty cool for me. I feel like I'm the king, right? I get to sit back and do nothing. And I want to thank Cole, Evan Weiss, for doing all the dirty work in the biking around. He's got to do all the pedaling, and I want to thank him for that, because I get to sit back and be lazy.
You know, it's been hard, then really fun. So, you know, the really hard parts was when I had to memorize these paragraphs. One night.
They beat me with baseball bats a few times, but that was just in good fun.
This is what you do. I mean, you go out and you grab kids out of the house and you go play, and sometimes you play baseball, and sometimes you get into mischief, and that's what this movie is all about. You play a little baseball and you get into mischief.
They got here, they know each other, some are from the States, some from Canada, and they all got together and they hung out all the time. They became great friends, and I think that ultimately, had that not happened, this would not be a very good movie.
We're all just like, it's all turned out to be like we've known each other for a long time now. Everybody's like friends, so we're all gonna miss each other.
You know, if you overcome your fear, you can really do anything. Because once you overcome your fear, nothing can really stand in your way.
I think the message is don't steal stuff from people who work with NASA. Yeah, they have powers to do things.